up, Buttercup? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is me trying to figure out how many books that I have received so far for Christmas. I was gifted 2 Amazon gift cards from my dad and my mom. They were very generous, and I bought a lot of books. Probably the most that I've gotten for a while, and I think there's probably 1 or 2, maybe even 3 more gift cards coming my way around the holiday season, not just a week before. And I kind of need to figure out what's going on. And then the other side of this video is shouting out my friends that have given me books for the holiday season. Now, I'm going to start with the books that I bought for myself through the gift cards. And granted, some of these are used. The ones that I bought are used so I could buy more books. And I'm not showing you the stuff that I got that's not book related because is it skincare channel? No, it's not. It's not about skincare. It's about books. I'm gonna jump right in to the first one. This was a mass market paperback. I've had it on for a long time with my TBR. It's Moon Called by Patricia Briggs. It's basically one of the most popular urban fantasies, though you could maybe argue that it's paranormal romance, whatever. And I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I already read it. Look, it's so small, okay? It's not even 300 pages, so I read it in 2 days. Sometimes you just want some candy for your brain, and this is candy. I have already bought books 2 and 3 because I couldn't help myself. They're on the way, and look out for probably me reading those books as well within 2 or 3 days because it's delicious, it's dramatic, it's not something you have to think deeply about, and I am honestly really stressed, so I need that. I need it. The next one is Early Irish Myths and Sagas. This has been on my book wish list, since 2021. I thought I should probably buy it by now. I know I'm gonna like it. It was just that this can be really dense. It can be a little confusing because it's translated from a different language, and is the translation going to be good or bad, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So I was a little hesitant, but for Irish Madness in March 2024, it's going to be all things Irish for that month. So I want to buy more Irish books other than Morgan Llewellyn because then it would just be March Morgan Llewellyn month, and it's supposed to be just Irish stuff, not just one person, even though I love her dearly. So this is gonna be for March 2024. The next 2, they were like $5 each. Duh. I read Lord of the Flies and Animal Farm in high school. These are the few, which you would say classic literature books that I actually enjoy. So I wanted to own them, and I think at one point I did. I don't even know anymore. It's not on my shelf. For the many times that I have organized my huge array of bookshelves, they are not on there. It's nowhere to be found. So that's why I spent $10 to get limited editions. This is a 75th anniversary copy, and then this just says Afterward by Lois Lowry, which I don't know who that is. I should probably know, right? I don't, but I love the cover. $5, like what? Of course. Okay, I've already read it. I probably won't reread them, but I want to have books that I enjoy on my bookshelf. Makes sense, right? Yeah. Okay, now A Girl Called Samson. This is a historical fiction, and it is, I'm pretty sure, I haven't read it yet, but I'm pretty sure this is the closest comp that I can find within the past 3 years, maybe even 5 years, for my book, A Patriot's Tale, because as per the summary, sometimes the summary leads me astray. I don't know why publishers do that, or just authors do that in general, because it's an indie problem as well. But based on the summary, this is about a young woman who dresses up as a man, as you can see, and pretends to be a man during the American Revolutionary War. That's kind of like A Patriot's Tale. So I want to read this book to see what's the new historical fiction trend for American Revolutionary War stories, because it goes up and down. This is kind of a bold move. Why? Because World War I, World War II, and kind of like 1950s, a little bit, but mainly World War I, World War II is what's really, really, really on trend and popular for historical fiction, especially for women's historical fiction. That's been going on for a few years. So does this publication mean that we're getting into a little bit backwards in history and not just World War I and World War II in the 50s? I would love to know, because that's where my book is, and it was popular. The American Revolutionary War historical fiction was very popular, and then it just sank, and now is it coming back? I don't know. I would love to know. I'm going to read this book soon. Maybe in July. That's not soon, is it? I don't know if I want to do like monthly trends, genres, whatever, all the time, but I have a lot of books, people. I do. So the next one that I bought is Forever Interrupted by Taylor Jenkins Reid. It's women's fiction. Maybe it's chick lit. This is one of her earlier books, so I want to read all of Taylor's books. And this was only $10. So I picked it up. And I forget which story this is. I've read all of the book summaries. I love all of the summaries, blurbs, whatever. And I added all of her books to my wish list. And then I just chose this one because it was on sale for $10. The other one that I have, I forget the title. She just has a lot of books. But that one was like $15.99. This one was $10. So yeah, I got this one for the gift card. Exciting, right? Now I'm gonna go into what Patrick gifted me. He gifted me Lost Gods by Brom. This is the chunkiest of the two other Brom books that I have. I have Slewfoot, which was perfection, and I have Krampus, which I'm currently reading for Christmas time. Because yes. And I don't know when this will be read, because it's thick, and I think this is 6x9 or maybe bigger. The font's a little small, but I do really enjoy Brom, so I'm excited either way. And also, we are going to have, for our Messed Up Book Club, Pen Pal in April with, of course, myself, Brian, Nathan, and Patrick, and I think that's it. Nathan wanted to read Pen Pal, I'm pretty sure. But I was like, this was before I got the gift card. I was like, yeah, let me just hold off. I mean, we're getting to the read along in April. I have some time to buy it, but then Patrick just bought it for me as a Christmas gift. So thank you. Now, my friend Erica also sent me a Christmas, no, I'm sorry, does it count? Okay, it's a box set and it's a one book. Let me get it, I have to reach. The first book is The House in the Carillion Sea by T.J. Klune, and I read one of his other books, and I really enjoyed that one, so I'm excited to try this one out. I don't know much about it, but the cover is gorgeous, and people say it's cozy fantasy. I want some cozy fantasy. I just want cozy. So, therefore, I will try it out and see how it goes. I don't know anyone, I think, that has read it. Kind of surprising, but whatever. So, and okay, moving on. We have the Chronicles of Pryden. These fantasy names, I'm just saying. Okay, it's a box set. It is middle grade, pretty high fantasy for middle grade, not like epic fantasy, but this is a whole new world. And this is by Lloyd Alexander. And you might think, why does this sound slightly familiar? It's because the book 2, which is, I think it's really funny. Book 2 is The Black Cauldron, and that is the bastard child movie of Disney where The Black Cauldron almost bankrupted Disney because it was so dark. Darker than the other movies, because Disney's can get pretty dark, but for some reason people are like, oh my god, this is too much, it's dark fantasy, and you say it's for kids, but no! Yeah, this was in the 80s, it was, yeah, whatever. It's kind of on par with The Last Unicorn and, what was the other one? The Secrets of Nim? Is that the other one that's considered dark? Oh, and like The Dark Crystal, but that's puppets, not animated movie. But there's a whole little section within the 80s where dark fantasy was basically just pushed out, and it was geared towards like some of them were for kids, some of them for like preteens, and you could also watch it as a teenager because it was so scary, quote unquote, whatever. The Black Cauldron was Disney's attempt, but that did not work out. They lost so much money. And it's a cult classic. I own the DVD. I love The Black Cauldron. Is it scary? Sure. Yeah, but isn't The Nightmare Before Christmas scary? Isn't, like, Bambi and Fox and the Hound and Dumbo? Those are messed up. Pinocchio's pretty scary. I don't like Pinocchio. It's just creepy. Like, there's a lot of Disney movies that are creepy, so I don't know why this one didn't work, but I thought it was hilarious that the family friend Katie years ago said that the book inspired the movie. The movie isn't like the book, and it's the second book in the series, and why didn't they do the first story, blah blah. It was really interesting. I just forgot about Lloyd Alexander. That's not a diss. I just that sounds so mean. I didn't mean it like that. I just forgot that conversation until, I don't even know, like a month ago? 2 months ago. And it wasn't even with Katie, it was with the group. And so then I went on Amazon and I added this. This is a box set for like $25. Amazing. Amazing. And thank you so much, Erica, for sending me this for Christmas. Last but not least, we have some interesting books within my Secret Santa that my book club, not my, like the book club I'm part of. I'm not running a book club. The book club that I'm part of, we drew names. I already know my person. I already sent them stuff. But the Secret Santa sent me a lot. Thank you so much, whoever it is. I have in mind, I actually have 2 people in mind. I'm going to see on the 24th/25th if one of them is the Secret Santa for me. If not, I have no idea who else would send me this stuff. And a very interesting mix of stuff. So the first one is The Lies of Loch Lamora by Scott Lynch. I had this on my TBR for a while, and I guess it's epic fantasy. Dark, violent, gory, vile, disgusting. Okay, sure, I'm into it. And I kind of forgot that I had it on my TBR until it was sent to me. Thank you so much, Secret Santa. The next is cute. It's the Tea Dragon Society. Be proud of this cute little cozy fantasy graphic novel. I didn't realize it was a graphic novel until it arrived. But maybe that's why it was like $5 or $6 or something like that. Anyway, I think the art, not just on the cover, but I took a little sneaky peek, and very gorgeous. This is probably going to take an hour, if that. So I'm going to savor it. I'm going to keep it until maybe January, because I really want to figure out who the Secret Santa is. And it's technically, we shouldn't be like even talking about it, but I'm talking about it because so many books were sent all at once that I had to separate them and think about what was going on with my book situation. Anyway, the next book that the Secret Santa sent me is The Secret Garden, and I think this was like $4.99. I was actually going to get it for myself, but someone snatched it. I see how it goes. And the Secret Santa gave me a hint of who it might be. They said that this is their favorite childhood book and that I needed to read it or else. Well, I already did read it, but I got a really used, a bit smelly, pretty torn up book from Half Price Books. This was $4.99. I don't know why I also paid $4.99 for a book that I had to throw away because the pages were coming out and it smelled like mold. You live and you learn. That's just how it is. So I'm not going to read this, but it's going to go on my bookshelf and it's going to be pretty. And I actually gave this 4 out of 5 stars a few months ago. Now, I'm going to warn you about this book. This is Extreme Body Horror by Carlton Mellick III. I think I pronounced his last name correctly. Look away if you don't want to see inappropriate stuff on your screen. The Haunted Vajayjay. I don't want to say the word because I don't know if y'all will get me in trouble or not. So, this is also in the messed up book group that we're going to read sometime in 2024. I think it's not even, it's not even 100 pages. We can get this done fast. And I'm kind of I'm leaning, I should say, towards this one particular person that wouldn't mind having this book in the other books that were sent. And the last book is The Very Secret Society of Regular Witches, which is a cozy fantasy. I'm trying to get into cozy fantasy even more because I need cozy, like I said many times. So, another Secret Santa. This is the last Secret Santa book sent to me. So you know how interesting this mashup of books are and 5 books? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm teetering on 2 people for the Secret Santa. I'll let you know who it is in the part 2 of my Christmas book haul and gift extravaganza. I don't even know when part 2 will happen, probably like right after Christmas. Or maybe not. There are some things that are still coming up. Oh my god. Okay, it's because I forgot 2 books. I'm a hot mess. Okay, be right back. You're wondering, Nicole, why did you forget these 2 books? Okay, it's because they're thick. They are weapons, and I put them on the bottom shelf because my little itty bitty TBR bookshelf that like barely comes up to my waist is already full. So something like Story of the Irish Race, which is how thick? It's almost 700 pages, okay? Yeah, that wouldn't fit on the little bitty bookshelf. And this, I'm not even thinking of starting it for March Madness for the Irish theme. So I don't even, maybe nonfiction November in 2024. It's very thick. The other one that's very thick that I got used that arrived actually before that whole horde of books that I already showed you, so that also kind of threw me off. And it's pretty thick as well, like I said, so I put it on the bottom shelf. It's Robin. It's the biography of Robin Williams, and I am really interested in this, but I do want to hold it, I think, for next year's nonfiction November, just to get honestly through other books that are shorter, because this is about 500, maybe pushing 600 pages. Knew that it was going to be pretty long because he lived a sad but also fantastic and successful life, though maybe it's like 100 pages more than I thought it would be. But I am excited. It's just that the two really, really thick books are going to be later in 2024. So that is for sure the last of the part 1 of my book extravaganza for Christmas. Kind of Christmas, it's still beforehand, but I appreciate everyone that sent me gifts, and thank you to my parents for sending Amazon gift cards before the holidays, and I just appreciate all of you. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourself and have a great winter holiday season. Bye-bye.